New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. My name is Muro. I'm a prayer practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network. And yes, it is typically a day that you would see Reverend Gina, but she asked me if I would fill in today for her. I'm happy to do so. So, as always, I like to remind people that we are always available for prayer. Whether you would like to put something into the comments if you're watching live, or if you would like to submit a prayer request online here at www.ntmedia.org/prayer. We have a family of ministers and practitioners from literally around the world who would love to pray on your behalf. Prayer is powerful, incredibly powerful, because we're not actually asking for anything, not about begging, beseeching, looking outside for some mysterious thing to happen. No, it's about using what we know, knowing our truth, and being able to align with that truth. That is what prayer is about. So, this morning, let me just see. A comment coming in here. Oh, hey, it's all love. Hi. Filling in for Regina today. So this is what I wanted to share with you this morning. My inspiration for the day. This comes from a book called Begin with Yes by Paul S. Boynton. The book was actually written to be read at night before you go to bed, to kind of put an idea into your mind that you can take into that moment of rest, and that ability to just have this wonderful affirmation just sink in deeply. But I also like to use it in the morning. So this is what he had to say. Do not surrender your dreams. They represent your life's purpose, and they need your attention. Instead, surrender your worries and fears. They've distracted you long enough. I really like this. The idea of how we use our energy, how we use our time. While our divinity is limitless, and our power and our strength and all that comes with our divinity is indeed limitless, we are nevertheless human as well. And so being able to use all that is available to us in a way that is going to provide the greatest benefit makes perfect sense. So think about what it is that is in your dreamscape. What is it that you feel you would like to be able to manifest to a greater degree, or perhaps even manifest for the first time? What is it that you see as obstacles to that? What is it that holds you back? These are all wonderful things to take into this prayer, because what we're going to do is we're going to affirm our truth. So I'll invite you to close your eyes and soften your gaze, because when we talk about attention, being present to the moment is key. So I take a breath and I allow myself to feel the solidity of the chair and the floor beneath me, allowing myself to be held by the strength of the universe itself, recognizing that at all times I am indeed held in that embrace, the embrace of love that comes from whatever it is that we call that thing itself, whether we call it God, we call it the universe, Gaia, nature, Allah. Whatever term that we use, we're speaking of that one immutable, incredible, all-powerful, always present force. I prefer to think of it as loving spirit, because I know that having been created by this one that encompasses all, that it has to be an energy of goodness. It has to be an energy that allows creation. It has to be an energy that is of the highest vibration. And so knowing that this is my origin, knowing that this is not only my source, but also my supply, I know that I have within me all that I need to be successful. I have within me all that I need to be full and fully engaged. But I need to pay attention. I need to make a choice. And that is one of the most magnificent things that I feel I have been gifted with, the ability to choose. Choosing and attending to something. These are the knockout punches, if you will, for problems. These are the knockout punches for so-called obstacles. If I recognize that I have a choice, and if I turn my attention to that choice, I can create a life experience that is far more fulfilling. So I bear in mind that I am a co-creator with God, with loving spirit. And as a co-creator, I have this opportunity to see how I want to move through my life. And so by recognizing that there is a passion that exists within me, a force, a desire that moves me forward, I know that if I do nothing with that it remains a dream. But if I take that dream and I apply my attention and I apply my choice and I apply my wisdom, the wisdom that is my birthright as part of my creation, then I have the opportunity to make something that has been a dream, to make it into a reality. To realize, to make real in my life that which I dream of. And so by being able to take the idea of what I want, by being able to envision what that would mean in my life, by being able to take that vision and then translate that into actions, I have the ability to truly co-create my life experience. And for me to do that, I recognize that I release those things which no longer serve. And so today, my prayer is one of clarity. It is one of openness. It is one of recognition of choice. It is one of direction of attention and intention. My ability to manifest is very much dependent upon my ability to hold that mental equivalent of what it is that I want, to be clear in my mind, and to focus on how I will attain that, what I need to do. Some of that how is beyond my understanding, but much of it is often right here in front of me as a series of choices, as a series of opportunities to focus my attention, to hold true to that vision, the vision that supports that dream, to allow myself to feel the strength of the one, allowing myself to feel the wisdom of the one, allowing myself to feel the grace of the one. Because it is this incredible combination of factors that enable me to stay focused, to stay strong, to be able to manifest in the most magnificent way. But I also need to ensure that I am not wasting my resources, that I am not allowing them to be pulled away in doubt and uncertainty. I recognize that there is, of course, unknowables. I reduce them to the best of my ability. I go into prayer. I go into meditation. I speak with those people around me that understand my dream, understand my vision. And together, we work to be able to bring forward that which is so important, that which would be indeed fulfilling. And so today, my prayer is, of course, for all of that and for the recognition of how I can be supported and the openness to that support. Whether I'm speaking of the support that comes from the divine or I'm speaking of the support that comes from those around me, I enable the best in my life by allowing access to all of these resources. And as I am accepting, I am also giving. Because anyone that gives you a gift, when you receive that gift, you are in turn giving them a gift. So open your heart, open your mind, open yourself to allowing the community, the unity of all to bring about a greater world, a greater feeling, a greater experience of life. Because this is why we are here. And so I know that this word has gone into the law. And I know that the law always says yes. And so I can confidently and comfortably and joyfully and thankfully release that word. And so it is. Do not surrender your dreams. Hello, Garrett. And so it is. And so it is. It's all love. Well, once again, I went long. I don't know if I should apologize or not for that. I just take the download, and here it is. All right, folks. Do anything and everything that you can today to let yourself be free, to let yourself be whole, to let yourself just experience the joy of being loved and the power, the strength of being love itself. I'll see you soon. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.